Hey everyone, how's it going? God Gamer here, and today I'm going to be looking at the Pantheon 5 TAS speedrun, but that's kind of redundant. The Pantheon of Hallownest TAS by fireb0rn. This is a really interesting run because it was done in 14 minutes and 56 seconds. The world record, which is absolutely insane by a player, is like 17 minutes and 29 seconds. So the TAS is a full minute and a half ahead of that. So I haven't watched this before, but I'm really looking forward to getting into it. I thought I'd give you guys my fresh impressions on the run. And a lot of people ask me what a TAS actually is, because they know it's not played by a player, but what actually is it? So a TAS means that it basically just follows a script frame by frame, inputting, well, the inputs into the game each frame. And a person actually compiles this entire script for each frame of the entire run. So as you can imagine, it's a lot of work to make these. So huge shout outs to fireb0rn, who also gave me permission to do this video. And let's get right into this. Okay, time to see how it's done. Wow. Okay, that was pretty fast. So it looked like the Vengefly King on the right died to only 2 shrieks. I didn't realize its health was that low. Oh my god, that was so fast. The Fury damage with Quick Slash and Unbreakable Strength is just wild. Like, they have the same damage in actual Pantheon 5 speedruns, of course, but when you're a TAS and you can just swing at max speed every single time. Oh my god. Poor False Knight. Holy crap. You just deal so much damage. It's absolutely insane. You can see they're using a file where they start with 5 masks. That's just so they can get to Fury health a bit faster. They're also overcharmed, of course. Oh my god. Dash Slash is actually... it's pretty hard to use for players, but if you're a TAS, it's super good because you can pretty much do a nail swing right after the dash slash ends. Like you can see it right there. You get a nail swing. Oh my god. Hornet didn't even get to move. You can get a nail slash like right after the dash slash ends. Oh wow. Just like jumping right up for Gorb, right as Gorb spawns. Oh, and they're healing up for the dive strats for Dung Defender. Oh, that was a fast scream skip. Oh, they actually... let me show this. This is a really interesting strat. Players actually do it too, but they don't use the dash slash. So they actually pause and delay right here. Like right there. They stop because he's about to get staggered, and if you wait a second, it actually takes more hits to stagger him than if you do all the hits at once. So they just wait the minimum amount of time for that timer to go off so that he doesn't get staggered. Because when he gets staggered, the whole game pauses and he gets knocked back further away from you. So just by waiting that tiny moment, it avoids the stagger. All these bosses are just getting bullied in the corner. They don't even get to move. I'm beginning to see why this is 2.5 minutes faster than the actual player speedrun world record. Oh, this one's going to be good, I think. Oh my god. He didn't even get to finish the first attack. This is so good. Oh, it's like every single hit is hitting both of them. It's so perfect. That's so fast. Normally that fight takes a little while as a player. It's not supposed to be that fast. Oh, pogoing him. Pogoing 0 so that it's closer to the ground so that you can get the nail swings without having to jump up. That's really smart. Obviously, if you're a player, you'll have to like dodge Zero's swords that are surrounding him, so it's not quite as viable for a player. But that's a really interesting strat. A lot of the Dream Warriors, you can pogo them and like knock them down. Soul Master, the floor is lava edition. This TAS is so good. Oh. He had the Great Slash ready, because Great Slash has a lingering hitbox. Like, the hitbox stays out a really long time, so you can do it early, and Soul Master just spawns in on, like, the last frame the Great Slash is out. Holy crap. I love the pogos to just stay in the air. It's so cool. I would have expected to see Shade Soul on up levels, but nail damage with Fury is just too insane. The pogo strats to stay in the air next to the bosses, it's so good. Like, I've wanted to do that on THK in any percent, but, you know, it's not exactly viable for players. We're not that good yet. And that was... the way that they both died at the same time is so good. Marmu getting absolutely wrecked. Oh, and he did Fluke Marm hitless. Well done. Very well played. Not all top players can do that. I'm gonna be making that joke forever, I swear to God. Another Dream Warrior. You can see they get the, oh my god. They get the dash slash off, like, right as the Dream Warrior spawns. And, you know, I don't know how often they do that in the actual player speedruns. I know they implement nail arts a bit more than they used to. Because Black Moon's the world record holder for actual P5 speedruns, and he is bonkers. Highly suggest watching Black Moon's P5 world record. I think he's arguably the best Hollow Knight player in the world. One thing I really love is how well the TAS can follow the bosses as they jump through the air. Like, there's no delay in how fast they're swinging. They just follow the bosses perfectly in the air because they know exactly where they're going to get knocked back to every single time. And you can see they healed up just to get the Collector Scream Skip, because obviously that saves a lot of time. Scream Skip is really finicky, I find, but basically you just have to end your Shade Cloak dash while you're inside of the Collector's hitbox, and then you get hit out of the stun effect. That's so fast. And with this boss, you only have to kill the mount, if you will. And the fight's just over. Easy peasy. Especially if you have Fury and you're a TAS. Rude. This is going to be really fast. Yep. Because you deal so much damage to Grim that Grim's HP is just so low by the time he even thinks about going into the balloon phase. So it's just 2 shrieks. And obviously if you're a player and at 1 HP, then you're a little bit worried about getting hit by those fireballs that come out of him, but if you're a TAS, you don't really need to worry about that at all. Oh my god, that's so fast. Yeah, and they use Shade Souls at the end. Oh, dodging that swing is so cool. Like, without stopping the attacks. They use Shade Souls at the end because you can cast a Shade Soul the instant, like, your nail swing hitbox is out. And it's quicker to do that Shade Soul than to wait for the nail swing cooldown to finish and to do another swing afterward. So ending, like, doing the final hit with a spell, specifically Shade Soul because the other ones are slow, that's generally just going to be faster. Oh wow, you can... I didn't know you could get the jelly that early. I had no idea. That was so early. Like, I didn't even see it on the screen. See, sometimes when you're a speedrunner, you learn things from the TAS that you had no idea about. Wow. It's funny watching the TAS dodge those projectiles while off screen. Oh, you can juggle that mask. We're learning new things. Wow, what? How did they dodge that swing? Cotton moment. Oh, double hit. So if an enemy is moving away from you or getting knocked back, and your Shade Soul just follows them, it'll hit that boss multiple times. So that was just a double hit. I know TASs can do crazy. Hornet, again, dying in the corner. TASs can sometimes do like quad hits on some bosses with Shade Soul, but Sly died too quickly for that to happen. Yeah, that's generally how Enraged Guardian goes, even for players. Holy crap. Please let me move. Poor Lost Kin. It's just like, it's a theme at this point that any boss that can get knocked back... Oh, the TAS actually knows exactly where No Eyes is going to spawn. So just having, you know, dash slash ready, of course. But any enemy that can get knocked back is just going to get stuck in the corner and will die there before they can move. The TAS is just a giant bully. Oh, Shade Soul and then Shriek. That's really smart. You know, normally players will just stand beside where White Defender's about to pop out and just do 2 Shrieks, but it seems like you can get the dash slash off for free and then just Shriek at will. Basically what I'm learning is we need to use dash slash a little bit more, although it's pretty tough for... Oh my god, that projectile. Just barely whiffing. But yeah, using dash slash... Oh my god. How did he avoid getting hit? Cuber Knight is a legend. Dash slash is hard for players to use, but you can see it's, wow, pretty crazy. The one time I'll ever feel bad for Markoth is in this moment. Never again, though. So Zote can get staggered, so I think this is going to be a bullying and a half. Yeah, he actually... Cuber Knight follows the stagger and hits Zote while Zote is getting knocked back. Like, holy crap. Oh, you can't juggle the Zote skull. Unfortunate. And you can see they're using the Shade Soul once again for the final hit. That's something that if I'm ever doing P5 again, I should probably implement, because I just sit there and shriek like a baby. All right, now we're getting to the hard bosses, so I'm excited to see these. Oh, they move toward Grim to induce that like little walk away that he does, and then just one cycle NKG. But by walking so close to Grim, he like walks back a little bit, and you can just keep hitting him during that. That's really smart. This is probably going to be crazy fast too. They just narrowly dodge the attacks so that they don't have to slow down at all. Right. Yeah, that was fast. Radiance is going to be crazy. I've seen some Radiance TASs before, of like any Radiance mainly. And they're always pretty fun to watch. Oh, Shriek. It's interesting. Oh, it was to get Fury, because you get healed up, right? You get healed up after the Pure Vessel fight. So it's better to just cast spells at the beginning. And of course, Cuber Knight was casting spells in the perfect spot to get hit to get Fury right away. Oh, and oh, we've got a major glitch. So that was Airwalk. I don't actually know how the TASs get Airwalk, but once you get Airwalk, the game just thinks you're on the ground. You can just hold A and just go upwards. That's definitely not a viable strat for players, but it was kind of cool to see still. TASs are always so fun to watch, man. So yeah, huge shout outs to Kubernite for making this TAS. They put so much work into these, it's just like mind-boggling, because you really do have to program or like script every single frame. So it's just so much work. But Kubernite has a YouTube channel where they post different tasks that they make. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description and one in the card somewhere up there. So definitely check Kubernite out. They've done a lot of really good tasks. Oh, and here's Mossbag. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oop.